Ah,
All right. I don't want to waste time. We can get started. The sooner I master it, the better.
Very well. I will require some groschen from you, though, and set aside at least a couple of days so I can put you through your paces, if indeed time is of the essence.
Here are your groschen.
Then we may as well start. No. He did break his vow, but better than to dishonor it here. May he follow his heart. Wake up, lad. It's time we were getting on. So, let's see you read a bit. There's a book here on the table. Try to read it.
Will I manage?
You ought to be able to. It's a simple text. Come back once you've worked your...
What are you doing? Stay out there, mate. Naughty. Stay out there. Stay out there.
I've read the book.
Wonderful. So tell me, what have you learned?
There was something about some fellow and a goose.
Ah, well, the main thing, like I told you...
Does that mean that I can read then?
Yes, you have the foundation. Now we'll move on to the second lesson. There's a book on the table. You're a clever...
I read the page.
So tell me, Distripule, what's written there?
Nullus est liber tam malus. Non lique parte prosit.
Good heavens!
Thank you.
Bed. No. Go away. Go away. Come on. Out. Well, that's what I'm doing. Because them. In them, fucking everything else. I just want to fucking just walk out that door. Disappear.
Apples, melons, prunes. Sweeten up your day. Come right up. Fresh cabbage, carrots, onions, radishes. Everything you need for a proper soup. Garlic that will cure all ailments. And onions that will make you cry when you cut them. And cry for joy when you taste them.
Yeah. Thief! Thief! Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. 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 Hey, get out of it! There's no place for the likes of you. Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
Don't come back in and start that shit. Go back outside. You'll stay outside. I mean it. You'll go outside and you'll stay out there. Shit. That's why I've still got the torch. Start.
Good health to you.
I'm looking for a stable boy from Neuhof.
Then why aren't you looking for him at the stud farm?
Because he fled from there and supposedly went to see some charcoal burners.
Well, he didn't come here. You'll have to try elsewhere. Good luck to you.
Ah, shut up.
Good day to you.
Could you help me?
Depends what you want, doesn't it?
I'm looking for Ginger, a stable boy from Neuhof. They say he ran away and joined up with some charcoal burners he used to hang around with sometimes.
Sorry, there's never been a lad called Ginger around here. You have to try somewhere else.
A murder's been committed at Neuhof, and that boy likely knows who did it. It's vital I find him.
There's been murder aplenty in these parts of late, but that Ginger lad really hasn't been here.
There'll be a lot less murdering going on once I bring those bastards to justice, so how about helping me out?
Calm down, lad. For the love of God. There's been no one like the boy you want round here. But then again, there are other charcoal burners. Try them. You might want to hurry. You're not the first to be asking about him, and the others weren't exactly a noble-looking bunch. Although they were generous with their silver.
They didn't happen to say what they wanted him for?
No. But they definitely didn't look like they wanted to invite him to a feast.
Do you have any idea where else he could have gone?
You said he was friends with the charcoal burners? Well, you'll definitely find some in the forest between Neuhof and Ujetz. There's good spots around there.
But that forest is huge. I could spend weeks searching.
Then follow the river. That's how you found us, isn't it? Where there's charcoal burners, there's always water nearby.
All right, I'll go and ask somewhere else.
God be with you.
Ah! No! No. Ah, ah, ah. Ah, ah. Ah.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I'm searching for a stable boy from Neuhof. They call him Ginger.
Ah.
Yeah, I know him right enough, but I don't know where he is now.
He's run away from the stud farm. I have to find him.
Well, he's definitely not here. Try the other charcoal burners camp downstream. Maybe he's there.
Take care now.
What do you want? I've got a lot on my hands here. And my respects to you.
I'm looking for Ginger from Neuhof. Do you know anything about him?
I know him. What do you want of him?
There's a few questions I need to ask him.
Well, you'll have to go somewhere else to find him. He doesn't come here much.
Just think about this. If I do find him here and you've been lying to me, I'll have you hauled off in chains and turned over to the executioner.
I understand the urgency, lad, but really, he doesn't come here. He's friends with some of the boys over by Townburg.
And where can I find them?
Head west along the river and you'll run into them. Oh, and another thing you might like to know. Other people have been sniffing around here for him. Nasty fellas.
Where did they go? What did they look like?
Oh, they headed off to the west. But that doesn't mean anything. And they look... Well, one of them came here and... Take care now.
Come on, have a look. Come on, come and have a look. Patch, don't keep barking. Patch, I'll open the door in a minute. Alright, just give me a minute. Sit down. your Oh. 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 What? Oh. What? Oh. What? How am I being recorded? Oh. What? How am I being recorded? Oh. Okay, I have no fucking clue what's going on here, mate. How am I being recorded? I have no idea. I don't even think the Connect camera is plugged in anymore. So where am I getting sound from? I haven't got a headset plugged into it. Oh, I'm confused. I am really, really confused on that one. So you can hear me, but I have no clue how you can hear me. Hence the reason why you probably heard a call, or why you heard the call when I took the headset out the other day. Strange that. Maybe the connected camera is plugged. I didn't think it was. Where am I going now? I'm going the wrong way. Definitely confused on that one, man. It's definitely a bungle, that one. Fucking real bungle.
Good day to you. What do you need?
I'm looking for a boy called Ginger from Neuhoff. You don't happen to know anything about him?
What is it to you?
He's suspected of a murder, so I need to ask him a few questions. Or take him away to jail.
Well, if you need to find him so badly, I suppose I could get a reward, couldn't I?
I'm investigating a crime, not bartering for a chicken.
Well then, I'm sure you've got some...
And what if I bashed your face in and had you dragged off to the stocks in Rattay?
No need for that. All I wanted was a bit of silver, and instead I get the whip.
Spit it out, will you?
Well, fine.
Ah,
Heard that they're
I'm
hiding
giving
in
him
some
money,
remote
fuck that.
cottage at the edge of the forest on the way to Ushitz.
That didn't hurt too much now, did it?
May the Lord watch over you.
you want me to do? No! Ah. Ah. Yeah, I don't know where I'll get my mic from. I'm going the right way. Where am I going? Where am I going? Am I even going? Hang on. Am I even going? Hang on. Kill the camp leader. Am I even going the right way here? Hang on. Kill the camp leader. Am I even going the right way here? Kill the camp leader. Am I even going the right way here? No, I'm going the wrong bloody way. No, wrong bloody way. even know where I was now. I've lost myself. I don't even know where I was now. I've lost myself. Hang on, what did he tell me?
Hauled off in chains and turned over to the executioner. I understand the urgency.
No.
Find him so bad. Suppose I could get a reward. I'm investigating a crime for bartering for a chicken. Well then, I'm sure you've got some. What if I bashed your face in and had you dragged onto the stocks on that time? Well, when it was a bit of silver, still I get the whip. Spit it out, Robbie.
No. I ain't giving him money. Fuck that.
The extra warrants on the way to the shops. Not too much now, then.
Some cottage. Some cottage, but I don't even remember where that fucking is. Let alone fucking. It's not showing me on the map, is it? So it's a bit confusing. Oh. Nighttime in games always screw me over. They just do it. It's like they always happen when like I would rather it never happened. Just to make life harder. Because in-game darkness is exactly what it says on the tin, like in most games. You can have torches and all sorts of shit, but you can only really see it in front of you. Like it only illuminates the small area in front of you, like, you know? See, I can't see where I am now, so I'm obviously going to be tired and fucking hungry because... Oh, man. Why did I have to move from the spot? I should have just questioned the people. I don't know where I fucking was. Right, let's see if I can... Right, hang on. I am going the right way. Never believed it, but... Yeah. The problem is I've got... I can't barely fucking see. Ah. talk to him. Can't even. How am I getting the mic, man? That's what I want to know. Knew that would happen.
No, clear off. Let me sleep. Dad.
Will you talk to me or not?
Good day to you.
Ah!
Good luck to you.
Right, so you're there. Where's the other one then? Can't talk to him. I can't. I'm trying to wrap it. Yeah, see, I can't really.
Sod off.
Why is everybody else awake apart from these two?
Huh? No. Clear off. Huh? No. Clear off. Let me sleep.
Of course it would fucking click on the fucking dog. No, not the dog again. Oh my god.
Good day to you.
I'm looking for Ginger, a stable boy from Neuhof.
Then why don't you look for him at the stud farm?
He was there, but now they say he's hiding amongst some charcoal burners.
And where did you hear that? Anyhow, there's no one of that description here. Try asking somewhere else.
I've already asked around, and everywhere else they told me 2 other men have been asking questions about him.
It's true. You're not the first one to ask about him here.
And did you also know that those 2 most probably killed at least a dozen people at Neuhof and then burned it down?
A dozen? He didn't say it was so many.
Who? Come on, you know confession is good for the soul.
I've done nothing. I don't have to confess. I could tell you something, though, but not directly.
Why not? You're preventing me from seeing justice done.
Justice indeed. I tell you what, lad, you take care of those 2 murderers who've been lurking about here, and then we'll talk.
But I don't know where to look for them.
They're always wandering about here. Their hideout must be somewhere nearby. They came here from the east, across the bridge, threw their weight around, and then went back the same way. And I know of only one place in that direction.
What place is that?
There was a camp between here and the charcoal burners in the east. They're most likely there. We'll lead you.
That's fair. I'll look for them.
The words of a true man. Once you take care of them, come back and we'll talk. Farewell.
Huh? This is the toughest part of the quest, where you need to find... Huh? Here's a quick tip for the quest called Ginger in a Pickle. This is the toughest part of the quest, where you need to find bandits, 2 bandits that are strolling around this huge area. Well, anyway, this is where I've met them, at this exact location.
Ah! If you can actually find them this time round. I can't remember if it was on the Xbox or me playing it on the PC VR version, well, you know, with the VR capabilities, whether I couldn't find them. But yeah, it was one of the 2. No. Oh. Ah.
Hey, who's there?
Christ.
There we are. That was easy, wasn't it? Money, money, money. Give me all your money. Oh, yeah, I have that as well, man. Yeah, definitely. Might as well nick sparrows off here too. What's your friend got? Apple, apple, apple. Crappy, crappy. Goes on. Two gold. Wish someone would give me a bloody fucking lockpick. I'll have that sword off here as well, mate. It's higher than what I've already got. I can't get into this. Ah! Right, hang on. Right. Can't do any more. But what I will do is actually see, seeing as I'm here. Oh no, I don't want the cumin one. No, 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 no. Not that. Ah. Shows how OP we've become with the fucking sword, doesn't it? I took out two of them without them really even doing anything. But then again, saying that, they're not really soldiers or anything, they're just fucking idiots. They just try and fucking mug people. Like bandits are fuck all, really. The later bandits, yeah, fair enough, they're a bit stronger, but the early ones, the random ones, they're not. I'm over encumbered as well, for fuck's sake. How did I end up over encumbered? Hang on, I know what I do. Ball meat. Ah! Right, you're just a normal charcoal burner. It's the spokesman I need.
Good health to you.
There's something else I wanted to ask about Ginger. I really must speak with him. A murder was committed at the stud farm, and that boy probably knows who...
And you think he had a hand in it?
Hard to say. He ran away, but on the other hand...
Well, when you put it like that, it's clearly urgent business. I do know him. Not personally, but I've seen him around. He's friends with the charcoal burners down by Townburg. If you follow the...
Yeah?
Some other...
Oh, I went to the wrong one, that's why. I knew it looked different. Okay, hang on. It's that one I needed to be at, I think. Or was that where it just come from? Where do I need to be? Oh, I got it. It's over here. Can't believe I did that. I went the wrong way. Bum 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 bum. Phone on charge. Which, yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. The whole how you can hear me. The only thing that makes sense is the connect still plugged into it. So I don't think it will be coming through my actual fucking controller. Oh, I can't. Right. Charcoal twins. That's dodgy.
I've taken care of those two cutthroats.
You don't look like you've been in a fight.
If you don't believe me, go and see for yourself.
All right, all right. All that matters is they've been taken care of.
They're dead. So, what was it you wanted to tell me?
Ginger was here, but the lads hid him away somewhere. I suppose there's no need for that anymore. He's in no danger now, is he? And nor are we.
That's right. You're safe now.
All right. They're hiding him nearby. A little way along the route to Uzhitz, there's a path to the right leading to a spring. From there, you'll find an overgrown trail to a ruined hut.
Finally, some useful information. Thank you, Charcoal Burner.
Good luck to you.
Why was that unlocked? I'd love like some kind of medieval type simulator where like it's a bit like how Manor Lords was done, but it allows players to create like villages or whatever, like replicate them or whatever like that. Like, you know, you could have some really cool looking replications from Skyrim, for example. But also, you know, this game as well. You know, like rebuild skeletons. But then what you do is then once you've built it, whatever, it's not like a management game like some games. It's more to do with running like a business or something in it. So you could be like an innkeeper. You become like you run the innkeeping or whatever, or you could be a blacksmith.
What do you want from me?
I want to ask you a couple of questions. Why did you run off like that? Where are your cronies? And why did you kill that bandit?
What?
Right, one thing at a time. Why did you run off in such a hurry?
Because I was afraid they'd come back and kill me.
Who?
Those bandits, of course.
To get revenge on you for killing their mate?
Killing? Me? I never killed anyone. God is my witness.
I'm looking for your friends. Where are they?
The charcoal burners? They're over at the...
To hell with the charcoal burners. Where are your bandit mates?
They're not my mates. They nearly killed me. I recognized one of them, so I thought they'd come back.
Recognized? Who was it? Talk!
I don't know his name, only that he's from Uzhitz, and he has a limp.
What can you tell me about him? How do you know him?
I saw him a few times in the tavern in Uzhitz, playing dice and boozing.
And?
I know he lives in a house on the edge of the village, but that's all I know. I never talked to him.
Why did you kill that bandit?
What? Bandit? I never killed anyone.
This is yours, isn't it? I pulled it from the belly of a dead bandit near the stud farm.
That is mine, but I didn't stab him. That fellow took it from me.
What fellow?
I don't know his name, but he's from Uzhitz, and he has a limp.
He limps and he's from Uzhitz. That's not much to go on, but I suppose it'll have to do.
It's all I know. I never talked to him.
And now tell me exactly what happened. And don't leave anything out.
That's quite a long story.
Don't worry, I won't get bored.
All right. I woke up in the middle of the night because I needed to go for a piss. So I went out into the dark, same as usual, only there was something there that shouldn't have been. At first I thought it was just a trick of the light, it wasn't. Then it was too late. They went past, and I thought they must be horse thieves. I would have yelled, only I was afraid they'd kill me. So I waited until they were out of sight, and I started to sneak away. But then...
Then the slaughtering started.
Yes. I thought they'd steal the horses and ride off. That would be bad enough, but then all the killing started and flames everywhere. It was terrible, like hell itself.
And then?
It seemed some of them didn't like it either. They started squabbling among themselves, and some of them started running back where they came from, right towards me. And I had that thing in my hand, the hoof pick.
So you stabbed the first one in the belly?
No. He ran right into me. He was running fast for a fellow with a limp. He pushed me aside and I fell on the ground. Then he told me I'd better lie low if I valued my life. And he ran off with the others. I did what he said and hid. Then the rest of the gang ran past.
And then?
Then I waited in case that limping one from Ujits came back. I didn't dare come out until I was sure. I think it was almost light.
What about the others? Was there anything you noticed about them?
I don't know. There might have been maybe 8 of them, and 2 of them were really big. That's all I can remember.
Do you know what they argued about?
I didn't hear...
That sounds terrible.
If only I yet...
If you had, you'd most likely...
But still...
There was nothing you could do. That's all. I've heard everything I need to hear, so I'll leave you be.
Wait! What about me? Won't you help me out?
I could. What would you like?
I'd like to go back to the stud farm, but those cutthroats who want to kill me are still around. Will you help me?
They're out of the way. I ran into them on my travels.
Really? That's great, but...
What?
I'm afraid to go back to the farm. I ran away, and God knows what they'll think about it. I don't know if they'll even want to talk to me.
I could go and ask them if it's important to you.
Would you? You'll definitely have their respect, the way you took care of those cutthroats.
That's a fucking assassin on me? Ah, kick his ass!
Oh. That was a dog. Unknown potion. No, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I've got fuck all on them, mate. Huh? Only because I don't want to get fucked over here.
Good man.
Ah!
What is it then?
It's about this. I challenge you to a duel.
What?
You heard? Don't try to wriggle out of it. Let's...
I'm not in the habit of fighting to the death with fellows I meet by chance on the road. Tell me first what this is all about.
What's happening is I'm challenging you to a duel. You disgusting man. I spit in your face.
Eager, aren't you? Who are you, anyway?
I am Sir Oldram of Lossing.
Pleased to meet you, Sir Oldram. So, what are you after?
My mother sent me out to get some experience. She's obsessed with tales of chivalrous knights. In short, she sent me off looking for some virgin to save and to win glory in combat. But I have to admit, I'm not very good at it.
That's a damn foolish idea. You need to go home.
I'd love to. But what shall I tell Mama?
Jesus, she's your mother, not the royal hetman. Just tell her you won't do it.
You don't know my mother. She's fiercer than the dragons in those ballads of it.
Sorry, but I'm not going to fight you.
Never mind. I'll wait here for someone else. Shame, though. You look like the kind of Christian who'd bury me if it came to it. I only hope some Christian soul will give me a proper burial.
I'm sorry, mate, but it's worth it. Don't think I changed anything though. He may end up still dead or whatever, but yeah. At least me robbing him means that he can't fight.
Good health to you.
I talked to Ginger and found out what happened.
Out with it then.
Ginger fled because he recognized one of the raiders. He was afraid they'd come back to silence him.
Well, he was right. They were asking about him. So who did he recognize?
He didn't know his name. Some fellow with a limp from Ujits.
All right. Since you've gone this far, you may as well ask around in Ujits. We've enough to do here in these parts anyway. Sir Radzik will tell you about it. He said to send you to him if you haven't already been. Good luck to you.
I don't know where the other guy is. I see he's down. No, that's just regular villager. And there's still blood over here. I got rid of the blood up there. Oh. Oh! No, I don't see where he is.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
My lord, I managed to find a clue to the whereabouts of the bandits.
Excellent. Bernard already told me what's been happening, but I'd like to hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
The whole story, or just the gist of it, sir?
It's up to you what you consider important.
One of the Neuhoff stable boys, a lad they called Ginger, fled from there and hid out with some charcoal burners. I have to say, there's a lot of them around. I never thought how many forges and ironworks they have to supply.
That's true, but keep to the point.
Oh, yes, sir. I had quite a job finding him. He was well hidden and with good reason. The bandits wanted to kill him because he recognised one of them.
Did he tell you what happened?
He said it wasn't one gang, but two. And one of them took fright when the slaughter started. Seems they were only interested in loot, so they quarrelled with the other lot. Then it came to a skirmish in the woods and one of them was killed. And the rest of them scattered.
And did you find out where they went?
All I know is one of them was from Uzhitz. I know enough about him to be able to track him down.
All right, but those cutthroats must know who he is too, right? And if they want to get revenge on him or silence him, you'd better hope they don't get to him before you. So drop everything and get on his trail. Find out what he knows and then report back to me. I'm going to our encampment at Merhaya to oversee the security of the region.
Yes, sir. Why choose Merhaya?
It's somewhat at the centre of events, isn't it? And what's more, there's another stud farm there.
Sir, do you think they're going to try the same thing again?
I shouldn't think so. Everyone will be on the alert now, but the secluded dwellings are more vulnerable. There are few people in them. They're scattered everywhere and we can't guard them all.
But the bandits won't find much silver in places like that.
There's always a groschen or two, some food and so on. Anyway, how much silver did they get from slaughtering those horses?
True. If they'd stolen them, they could have sold them. Those were fine animals.
Exactly. It's not about the silver. It's about something else.
But what?
Creating fear. Such great terror that you won't even squeak when they come to cut your throat. Don't raise your hand against them. Fear that will root you to the spot, staring like a rabbit entranced by a stoat, waiting for the death blow to fall. Helpless to do anything about it. God be with you.
Ah, shit. I found him.
Huh?
Oh, let me talk to him. Ah! Ah. Where's Bernard going? Why is Bernard just walking away from his horse? Okay. Oh, he's not. Oh, what the fuck he was doing then? Are you going to get your horse now? Ah. I was gonna fucking say. That was weird, man. How he just started walking down here without his horse, like. Ah. 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 Sorry if he went a bit faster. Can't be waiting for him, man. We'll be waiting till Christmas. See if we can sort out our business with Peshek. Ah. 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 I don't think I can. Ah. Ah. Ah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Henry, we're gonna go and get some sleep. Ah. Ah.
Yeah.
Ah. 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 Ah.
To me?
Ah.
Hey, lad! Don't you want a little...
I've got the money to pay that debt.
Ah.
And I was afraid you had a chamber
Ah.
pot for a head.
Ah. Ah.
Hand it over. That job's still going,
Ah.
if you're interested.
Sure, I'm on it.
Ah.
Can you tell me
That's all.
Bye.
I hear you're able to open locks
Ah!
without a key.
Ah!
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you. Now, pay close attention.
Ah!
So what are we to do with you?
So, how have you been?
I can't stop thinking about Skalitz.
I know. It was hell. But life has to go on. Why not clear your head and try to forget about it? At least for now.
What do you mean?
Do you feel like a walk?
That's not a bad idea. I've got lots to do right now. But I'd love to go another time. Will you come and see me again?
As her ladyship commands?
You jester.
Jesus. I could really do with some sleep.
I want. Ah!
Blood will be spilled. Enjoy this. Is that the best you can do?
No.
Mushrooms, apples, carrots, cabbage.
God be with you.
Oh. Oh.
I'm looking for a fellow who lives here, but I don't know his name. Do you know anyone with a limp?
What would you want with him? Well, it's no skin off my nose. The bastard has a cottage on the edge of the village by the road to Ratai.
Take care now.
Oh. Ah. Ah. Ah.
Move along, citizens. Move along. There's nothing to see here.
That's what you call nothing to see. I'd like to know what something to see looks like.
By the keys of St. Peter, this is all I need. We'll have to send word to Sir Hanush.
That might not be necessary.
Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, in the service of Hanush's Captain Bernard. I'm investigating the attack at Neuhof, and I think this could be related.
Well, I'm the
I think he got that wrong.
And I say we don't want any of that kind of trouble around here. What makes you think this has anything to do with Neuhof?
One of the folk at the stud farm recognized someone from Auschwitz among the bandits.
We have no bandits or murderers around here.
Really? They say he had a limp?
Shit. Well, allow me to introduce you to Limpy Lubosh. Or all that's left of him.
Sakra. Nothing's ever easy. I'll have to take a look around and ask a few more questions, if that's all right with you.
You can take this mess off my hands and welcome to it. As for what else there is to find out, I don't know. But look and ask all you like.
Who was Limpy Lubosh?
A poor crofter and a scoundrel. Can't say I'm too surprised what happened to him. He kept company with all sorts of vermin. He was always getting into some kind of trouble. Punch-ups in the tavern and what have you.
How come he limped?
He got that from some villainy or brawl a long time ago.
Has he been up to anything suspicious lately?
I don't know. The last few days he didn't go anywhere. He was home the whole time. But he always kept everyone in the village at arm's length.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm bringing even more news. We've got a date, a release date for Police Simulator Patrol Officers. The Highway Patrol expansion is coming. It's got a release date and a brand new trailer, which I'm seeing a little bit of here in the background. We're going to show you all of it and tell you the release date after this. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have a brand new trailer and a release date, and we'll talk a little bit more about the game and the release date after we've checked out the brand new trailer.
Did he have any kith or kin in the village?
None. A loner he was. I don't know the last time I saw him with anyone.
Do you happen to know where he was on the night of the Neuhof raid?
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk, so you never knew if he was away or holed up at home.
When did you find the body? And did anyone see anything?
Just now, and nobody saw or heard anything. I don't know how they could gut him like that without someone hearing him scream.
Greetings. What do you need?
I've come in the name of Sir Hanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Ask away.
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
He was a drunkard and a beast. And lazy, too. Idle hands are the devil's tools.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
What do I care about that scoundrel? I was glad he stayed out of my way.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
The only thing seemed suspicious was how a rogue like him suddenly started going to church. Now I see why, of course.
Do you know who Lubosh used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
He was always a loner. Except lately he started talking to the parish priest of all people.
That's all. Thank you.
Good luck then.
Judas. Looks like this is meant to be a warning. But for who? And why? Maybe the gang had a falling out. A bandit who knows how to write isn't something you see every day. Lord above, they did a hell of a job on him. Agony. How come no one heard anything? What's this? Looks like someone's hit him very hard on the head. Could they have bludgeoned him to death and then gutted him? That would explain why he didn't scream. Lord above, they did a hell of a job on him. Must have been agony. How come no one heard anything?
No. Where's the thing that I'm looking for? Ah, ah. Ah, 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 ah. I don't know where it is. Ah. Ah.
Armour? Well, it seems Lubosh wasn't your everyday crofter. And judging by the bloodstains, it looks like he lived the way he died.
Ah.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Another thing about it. I found armour in his house, covered in blood.
God preserve us. Everyone knows he was a violent oaf, but I never thought he'd stoop to murder. At least he never did that here. God be with you.
Bachi, bachi, bachi. Bachi, bachi. Oh. Bachi. What, mate?
The blessings of our good Lord be with you, Father. I'm here in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa, investigating the massacre at Neuhof, which seems to be connected to a murder here. Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems Sir Hanush is employing children as investigators. But ask as you wish, boy. I hope this nasty business will be cleared up quickly.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
Bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think he was such a bad person.
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
My child, all sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubosh don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do stupid things.
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing on the day Neuhof was raided?
Unfortunately, I do know. And I'd like to help you with your investigation, but I can't.
What?
I'm bound by certain vows that forbid me to tell you.
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
There are laws of God above the laws of man, son. and one of those is the sanctity of the confessional.
Father, surely you can't be serious. There must be situations in which you can make an exception.
There are things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances, and this is one of them.
But Lubosh is dead. You can't hurt him, but if you don't tell me, more innocent people may die.
If I told you, I would be betraying a vow that's a cornerstone of the Holy Church. If people believed the sanctity of the confessional couldn't be trusted, the consequences would be even worse than that.
Worse than the death of innocent Christians? Worse than the murderer escaping punishment?
No one escapes punishment.
Father, Lubosh was my only lead to the Neuhof raiders. Only he could tell me who was responsible for that massacre. If I don't find out who it was, it will probably happen again. Surely you wouldn't want that.
I wouldn't. But I can't betray the sanctity of the confessional. I'll tell you what. Give me some time and I'll try to think up some way of helping you. Suppose we talk it over in the evening, in the tavern, over a cup of good wine. Maybe we'll come up with something.
All right. Thank you, Father.
Farewell.
Why have I come this way? I don't know.
Apples, melons, prunes, sweeten up your day. I'll have a beer.
Here, just as you ordered.
Oh, I didn't want that. Oh.
Jedu bych sa dobře mít.
Hey!
All the best.
I feel quite hungry.
Right, he might be coming now.
Here, enjoy.
That's usually this one, I think.
I'm sorry I can't tell you everything. But maybe we can work something out. But first I'd like to hear something about you, my son. With whom do I have the honor? Where are you from?
I'm from Skalitz.
Oh, I'm sorry. What about your kin?
They're dead.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Here, we'll drink to them. It must have been terrible.
It was terrible. It seemed so pointless. We had no warning. They just appeared and began the slaughter. God knows why. They killed anyone who didn't make it to the shelter of the castle. My parents, my girl, even the Deutsch who was on Sigismund's side. I didn't make it to the castle. I wanted to try and help my parents, but there was nothing I could do. Then I fled to Talmberg with the key on my heels. They almost killed me. They slaughtered people in the surrounding villages. There was a pile of bodies in front of the church in Rovna. Folk who tried to take refuge there, but
My poor child. May God grant them eternal rest. And how did you come to get this assignment? I'd have expected Sir Hanish to send that old grouch Bernard.
He did, but I found a witness and the trail led here to Ujitz, so he sent me here to follow it up.
Ah, well, congratulations. It's nice to see someone using their head to find things out instead of torture. We'll have to drink to that. Now the most important thing. What actually happened at Noyo? The good folks hereabout are saying all kinds of terrible things, but I take most of it with a pinch of salt.
The rumours aren't exaggerated this time, unfortunately. The Neuhof stud farm was raided by bandits, but they didn't come to pillage or even take the horses. They only wanted to kill. They maimed the horses and slaughtered some people. I'm sure they would have killed more, but the bandits quarrelled among themselves and broke off the attack. And judging by what's left of our Lubosh, they're still settling accounts.
I see it's every bit as bad as people claimed. Dreadful. Well then, here's to those poor souls who had to die so pointlessly and so terribly.
I've told you all about me. Now it's your turn, Father. You don't look much like our parish priest at home.
Satisfied?
I noticed you're pretty handy with a sword. I wouldn't expect that of a man of the cloth.
You know what they say. The Lord moves in mysterious ways.
But this is a bit more mysterious than others.
Let's just say I haven't always been a priest. Fate led me to places where affairs were settled by force. These days, of course, it's just a bit of exercise to keep me in shape.
Well, we've had an agreeable chat, but now let's get down to business. So, about this confessional seal. Do you really want more innocent people to die?
Henry, that's not how it works. There are matters in which you can't make exceptions because if you do it once, you'll forever be tempted to do it again. If people stop believing in the church because their confessional secrets are betrayed, they won't trust anyone, and that's worse than even the most hideous crimes.
I understand, but that means I've reached a dead end. Those cutthroats will strike again, and I can't stop them.
Chin up, lad. I might have a solution.
What?
If I tell you what Lubosh told me, I'd be betraying the confessional secret. But, first thing tomorrow, I'll try something I think might help you.
Word of honor?
On my soul.
I always wondered about the things a priest tells his congregation. Where on earth do you get the ideas for your sermons?
Well, Ujitz isn't Prague. It's not enough to instruct people. They have to be entertained, too. If I only read from the Bible, I'd soon be preaching to an empty church.
Our priest wasn't exactly a bard. So what do you preach to your flock about?
It has to be something topical. Condemning vices. And, of course, describing them in detail. The tongue lashing about the two popes goes down well these days. And stories from real life, with a nice moral to them, are popular as well. Especially if they're about fornication and similar scandalous vices.
Can you give me an example?
Well, recently a priest by the name of Jan Hus started preaching in Prague, in the Czech language, and the people liked it. I hear he always has a full house. A journeyman who heard him told me what Hus is preaching, and I like the sound of it. I'm thinking about putting it in my own repertoire.
What's so amazing about it?
The preaching of Master Jan Hus about Mother Church, The lamentable well in which the church is drowning has turned to poison, and nearly the whole of Christendom is contaminated. Just like a flock of hungry ravens, they settled on this land to devour every grain of gold and silver. They know no mercy. Their hearts are corrupted by longing for wealth, and they shamelessly profit from everything. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay and you will have absolution. What if the devil himself were to pay? Would he ascend to heaven too? With such money gained from the poor, they buy beautiful horses to ride and needless servants to pamper them. They gamble at dice and dress their whores in expensive furs, while Jesus Christ walked barefoot and had no place to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too. Amen.
Well, this Jan Hus character is quite a rebel.
Oh, the congregation will love it.
I don't doubt it.
Let's drink to that.
Funny. That last bit reminds me of someone.
What do you mean? My situation's completely different. Huth preaches against the prelates and the clerics who are robbing the poor. Look at me. I don't have a pot to piss in. I'm no better off than the folk I preach to. I'm one with them in poverty and suffering and everything that troubles them. I drink with them and curse those stuffed habits in Sasau Monastery.
Don't you think it's a bit odd when someone boozes and lives in sin with a woman and then criticizes the Pope for debauchery?
No, I don't.
Where can I find out more about his teachings?
You like it? I copied down some of his sermons. If you're interested, you can read them at my presbytery.
What do the common folk think of it?
They like it. They're happy to hear someone say what they think themselves, but are afraid to say aloud. Things that make them angry. And they're calling for change. In a few years, it'll have grown beyond control. You mark my words, the people will rise up, and the church will be shaken to its very foundations.
Yeah, unless they burn him at the stake first.
Nonsense. They can't burn a master of the most respected university in Europe.
What do you think of this Jan Hus?
He's certainly a wise man. A little overzealous for my taste. If he got out of Prague and came here for a look, I'm sure he'd stop condemning drinking and lying with women.
One ale, please.
Thanks for the sermon, but I think I've been morally uplifted enough. It's getting quite late. What are your plans, Father?
What do you suppose? We have a drink, of course.
That sounds like a good plan.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Enough of this. Bailiff, come on over here, sit down and have a drink with us.
Don't vex me again, Father. It's 3 hours past dark. The curfew's long gone. So what? So, I'll have you all whipped and put in the stocks, and I'll write a letter to the bishop about you, priest.
Well, nothing to worry about then. Everyone knows the only one around here who can ride is me.
Enough! Men, throw them out.
You looking for a fight?
Henry, back me up.
Yeah, boss. You cold?
Back. Get your penance now.
Oh, yeah. Did that?
Hey, you! Stop them! Hey, fellows beating each other over there. Do something about it.
Quick, everyone! My God!
Help! There's a brawl there! Gosh! Help! Stop that brawl before they beat each other to death!
Hey! There's fellows beating each other over there! Do something about it!
I don't know what the fuck to do because it's not. I've got a 1753, but it's actually going to push me right back because that's over an hour. Oh, I give up.